What if the very technology we fear today could actually be the bridge to the world humanity has been waiting to enter for thousands of years? In Hindu philosophy, there's a concept of Yuga, vast cycles of time that describe the rise and fall of human consciousness. Among them, Satya Yuga is called the Age of Truth. It is described as an era where honesty, righteousness, and harmony are not exceptions, but the natural order of society. For generations, it has only been a dream, a golden age lost in today's world of deception and inequality. But what if it's not that far away? What if the very tools we are building today, artificial intelligence, automation, and data-driven systems, could actually help us move closer to this age of truth? I know, this might sound idealistic, but it is neither mysticism nor blind optimism. It is actually about recognizing how technology, if guided with wisdom, could help us enter an age where honesty, integrity, and compassion are no longer rare, but universal. To understand this, we will use our signature 3P lens: the practical lens, the profitable lens, and the purposeful lens. Because AI is not just a machine, it's a mirror. And through that mirror, we might just find the doorway to Satya Yuga. Let's begin. Let's start with the ground reality. The so-called modern world we are living in twists headlines to grab our attention, corrupts systems to earn profit, and serves only the powerful and wealthy. For the common person, truth often feels inaccessible, buried under layers of misinformation and noise. This is where AI plays an unexpected role. AI auditing systems are already digging up corruption hidden deep in financial records. AI-driven fact-checkers can scan thousands of articles in seconds to expose fake news. And algorithms that once amplified bias are now being retrained to expose it. In simple words, AI is helping us see the truth more clearly. It is showing us not only the data, but also the lies and deception we have lived with. Take the example of blockchain combined with AI. Together, they create systems where every transaction is open and traceable. That means almost no chance for hidden agendas. Even from elections to supply chains, it ensures that the truth cannot be easily manipulated. This is the first step toward a Satya Yuga future. A world where truth is not hidden or hard to find, but part of how society naturally works. Now let's be honest. Societies don't transform just because of ideals. They transform when truth becomes profitable. Economists have long noted that trust is the hidden fuel of growth in any society. When people can rely on honesty in business, in governance, and in community, transaction costs go down, innovation goes up, and economies thrive. Low trust societies, on the other hand, bleed wealth through corruption, inefficiency, and secrecy. AI has the power to dramatically lower this cost of trust. First example of reducing this cost of trust is smart digital contracts. Through these contracts, we would no longer need middlemen who take unfair cuts. The system will itself enforce honesty. Second example is of AI and predictive analytics in logistics, where companies can spot waste before it happens, saving both money and resources at the same time. And the third example is AI-driven credit scoring. Traditional credit scoring often leaves out small shopkeepers and entrepreneurs who don't have a formal financial history. But AI can analyze alternative data, like digital transactions, utility payments, or even business patterns, to understand real creditworthiness. This means fairer loans, wider access, and fewer people trapped by unfair or exploitative lenders. In other words, the closer we move to truth and transparency, the more wealth we can generate sustainably. So Satya Yuga is not just a spiritual fantasy. It also makes good economic sense. And with AI, the age of truth can finally deliver real financial benefits. Finally, let's look at the bigger picture. Why does this matter for the entire world? Satya Yuga in Hindu philosophy is described as the age of truth, where honesty, compassion, and fairness are the natural way of life. The Manusmriti describes Satya Yuga as the age when Dharma stands firmly on these four legs: truth, compassion, austerity, and charity. In contrast, in each successive yuga, Dharma starts to lose one leg after the other, until in Kali Yuga, it is barely standing on one. Now this tells us something really profound. Satya Yuga is not only about outer order, it's about the inner alignment of society with truth and compassion. Now imagine what AI represents in this context. Imagine a world where knowledge is open to everyone and is no longer dependent on your financial background, where AI tutors can give every child, regardless of income, the best education possible, where healthcare, powered by data and compassion, prevents suffering instead of only treating it. And beyond this, for the first time in history, we are building tools that make dishonesty harder to sustain. Fact-checking engines that expose misinformation, blockchain systems that prevent manipulation, and algorithms that uncover bias. These are not just technical upgrades. They are the first glimpses of what it means to embed Satya, truth, in the very structure of daily life. This is where AI and Dharma meet. In Dharmic philosophy, the core values are truth, righteousness, and compassion. AI, if guided with wisdom, can help us accelerate these values across society. The real promise of AI guided with wisdom is a world where doing the right thing is easier than doing the wrong thing. But here lies the caveat. AI on its own will not bring Satya Yuga. Left unguided, it can just as easily deepen exploitation. But if guided with purpose, it can accelerate a collective awakening. Satya Yuga is not something that simply arrives one day. It must be built, and AI can be one of the tools to build it. So how do these three lenses come together? Practicality reminds us that AI can strip away lies and distortions and create systems of truth. Profitability shows us that transparency and honesty are not just moral virtues, but drivers of sustainable wealth. Purpose reminds us that beyond efficiency and profit, the goal is alignment with the truth that transforms both the individual and the society. The balance is in our choices. Satya Yuga is not a timeline that unfolds automatically. It's a possibility that emerges when humanity aligns its tools with its highest values. AI is not replacing humanity. It is helping humanity reach its highest ideals. And the more honest we become in our intentions, the closer we get to Satya Yuga. A golden age that we don't just wait for, but create through wisdom, honesty, compassion, and the intelligent use of AI. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time, keep building a better you.